Hello, this is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio, wherever you may be, however you may be listening. This is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. I'm sorry for the delayed start there, and I'm sorry that I did not post on Thursday and Friday, but I am back today. I'm at 138 downloads, by the way, on Spreaker. I don't know what I'm at on Google Podcasts or any of that stuff, but Spreaker pretty efficiently tells me how much I have. So, Gonzaga and Baylor are playing tonight for the NCAA crown. Should I start with... Yeah, I'll start with this. Okay. Sorry, Sam Darnold just got traded to the Panthers, so I kind of wanted to start with that. You know, I'm gonna start with it. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of information, so tomorrow I'll be a lot more articulate with this, but he was shipped over to the Panthers, and honestly, I think this is a big win for the Jets, because I think the Panthers gave up a lot of picks for Sam Darnold, and I think Sam Darnold's good. I've mentioned this. I think if you get a guy like Matt Rule, honestly, he'll do pretty well. He definitely has talent. There's no disputing that. But sometimes talent, is covered up by mistakes, and Darnold has made mistakes, but I do think that was due to his coaching that he had. Bowles is definitely, he's a defensive-minded coach, great defensive coach, but he can't really coach a team. And Adam Gase, we know his story, so, I saw this coming once they hired Robert Saleh, because, it just doesn't make sense to, if you're looking for someone that's going to evolve your quarterback, and Adam Gase was supposed to be the genius quarterback guy, but, sorry, I'm really unprepared for this, because it was kind of just like, it came like, literally not even 5 minutes ago. But, I saw it coming because they hired a defensive-minded coach. Why would you not try to boost Darnold, at least? So, I'm going to have... so that means, actually, my mock draft is fine. You'd think my mock draft would be screwed up with this, but it's not, because I had the Panthers taking Kyle Pitts. Because, I don't think they... I knew they were going to take Kyle Pitts or Trey Lance, but I mean, if Pitts is there, I would take him. So what I think will happen is Darnold will have an offense of McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson, I already said McCaffrey, and Kyle Pitts. So that's a pretty good offense. Their problem is going to be their defense. So Darnold might have... I think he'll definitely flourish a bit by himself. I don't think the team will flourish, but I think Darnold will. So good for Darnold. Good for the Jets. They got more picks on top of all their other overhaul. I don't know if that was the best for the Panthers. I think they're still in a rebuilding process. And I think they gave up too much. And obviously I was not prepared for that. I actually didn't. I was starting to lean towards Darnold not getting traded, but anyway, Gonzaga and Baylor are facing off tonight. I obviously have Baylor winning it all, and by the way, I actually calculated the points I would get in my bracket today. I would have 114 out of a possible 192 points, and my record predictions were 36 and 26. So I did pretty well after that disastrous first week, 4-12. So I've done pretty well. The only thing I haven't done well on is the fact that I thought Gonzaga would lose in the Final Four. But, Gonzaga has become, they went from David to Goliath. Everything goes well for them. They win. Mark Few is an efficient head coach. They get players in the NBA. They get first round draft picks too. It's not like a random late guy like 59th overall pick. These are high draft picks that they're doing, and they're always in the Final Four. Everything goes well. They're also and like a good example of a good David would be like the Thunder. You get the right guy like occasionally, and you're good for 2 to 3 years, and then he leaves, and everything goes to hell. That's not Gonzaga recently. They have the most wins in the past 5 years, highest win percentage in the past 5 years. They're creating draft picks. Suggs is going to be a top 3 draft pick. This is the rare, occasion where the Rays become the Yankees. Who made the World Series last year? The Rays, not the Yankees. It's a rare example of it. Like Gonzaga becomes Duke. Duke didn't even make the tournament. Well, they did, but they were like the 10 seed. And Kentucky, they didn't make the tournament. Louisville, they weren't going to be a high seed either. So, Gonzaga is now the best run college basketball program right now. They have 5 straight wins and 5 straight 30 win seasons, and they haven't lost in 409 days, so good for them. They're doing great down there. So Buddy Brooks said, not Daniel Jones, Mac Jones is not worth a first overall pick. And standards for QBs have changed recently, It's no longer, and Tom Brady is an outlier. It's rare that a guy that's unathletic, immobile, can hardly move, wins so damn much, Jesus, sorry. But that's a rare example. He's an outlier. So, it's probably not going to happen much. I think the standard now is a Trevor Lawrence and a Josh Allen. A guy with a big arm who can move, and can create passes. That's the standards. Mac Jones, I'm not drafting in a mobile QB with an okay arm. This is what I read from what scouts said. Can't throw, they didn't really say he can't throw. He's not a great thrower of the football. Not very athletic. Not much speed or quickness to create passes. And I saw a story. Shanahan likes Jones. John Lynch doesn't. I'm going with John Lynch, the GM. I don't think anyone's system, I think that's what Shanahan's thinking. But Shanahan, you got to back off that, because no one's system is good enough to win a Super Bowl without a great QB. And I just don't, I think he just had everything cut out. He had nothing cut out for him. Nothing was cut out for him. He had a fantasy world, and I just think that doesn't translate to in the NFL. Alright, so we witnessed, I didn't see the full game, but I saw the last 4 minutes of it, after I saw it was actually close. Gonzaga and UCLA. The first competitive game Gonzaga has played in 409 days. That's ridiculous. They are really making me wonder if Baylor was the right choice. Because, again, they look like a 1 seed. And, it's just really making me question it. But I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to... I'm just going to stick to my guns here. I'm just going to say Baylor is... they're going to win it, all right? And they play in a couple hours, actually. So that's going to be great to see. But on UCLA's side, I can't believe they lost 4 straight games to end the season. And then they weren't supposed to beat BYU. They beat them. I personally didn't think that they would beat Abilene Christian. They beat them. Then I sure as hell didn't think they'd beat Alabama or Michigan. And then I didn't think they'd stand a chance against. Well, okay, no, I thought they would stand a chance against Gonzaga, but I thought they would lose by 10 to 15 points. That didn't happen. They took Gonzaga to OT. That has not happened in so long. So great job, UCLA, and Gonzaga chases history tonight. They're the first team since the 1979 Indiana State team to go to the finals undefeated, but Larry Bird lost that one, so we'll see what happens. So, I'm going to stay on college basketball here. When you have a story, your stock goes up. Mayfield had to walk on. He wound up being the first overall pick. LeBron James was the chosen one. He was a prodigy. If you have a story, your stock goes way up, and things go your way. You get more publicity. You get, you got like a shoe deal, like Zion. He was a prodigy. He got one of the highest shoe deals ever as a rookie. So 13 million people watched on Saturday night and fell in love with Suggs. He now has a story, and that's what I love about college basketball. They do that. It creates stories for these guys that are looking to get into the NBA. And I don't know if I've seen a game that's better than what I saw on Saturday night. That was just great basketball, especially by Gonzaga and UCLA. I can't wrap my head around what they did. Alright. Let's get some music going. That game winner, I did not see that coming. I thought we were going into double overtime for sure. I did not think, I didn't think there was a chance. I really thought it was another tie, and honestly, I was gonna stay up anyway. I didn't care, cause let's look at the last couple minutes of the second half. So, let's see. So, Jamie Jaquez, he made free throws, He made his free throws to tie the game up, and then a bunch of turnovers and all that. Last couple plays of the game, let's do the last 7. Jamie Jaquez makes 3-point shot. That gave them the lead. Corey Kispert misses 3-point shot. Defensive rebound. Misses 2-point shot. Offensive rebounds. 3 seconds left. Johnny Juzang makes a 2-point putback layup. Suggs makes a 3-point. I did not think that was a chance that was going in. That was crazy. But, alright. Let's get some music going here. So, Stanford won the NCAA's Women's Championship. As we see on the women's side of the spectrum. Stanford hasn't won since 92, and when you hear that, you're kind of like, what? Like, they've been good for so long. Like the Dodgers, how did they not win in so long? They've been so good, and that just shows how hard it is to win a title, and it proves consistency, too. But then again, there was that UConn thing, and then there was a Tennessee thing. So, there were the 2 greatest dynasties in women's basketball in the picture, but, that was a great week of college basketball for women and men. So the 49ers are asking for a first-round pick for Jimmy G. He has potential, but he's always hurt. I do think he's worth a first-round pick.